The sky had no color, no beginning, no end. Just a blinding light stretching across infinity, pulsing with a rhythm that felt almost alive. Out of that light, a figure began to take shape, his aura trembling like a storm contained in a single breath. The realm of void itself seemed to hold its breath. A low hum filled the silence, echoing through every universe. And then he opened his eyes. A golden blaze surged outward. Goku had returned, but not as anyone remembered him. His hair shimmered with divine light, neither mortal nor angelic. His very presence sent ripples across existence itself. The gods who had plotted the end of Earth felt it first, a crushing, holy pressure that made even destruction itself tremble. The angels sensed it next. Their calm, eternal hearts quivered for the first time in millennia. And when the grand priest raised his hand, every angel obeyed, forming a vast circle of judgment around the one man who now stood alone. The man they once called mortal. Goku lifted his head, his golden aura flickering with celestial energy. His eyes glowed with the weight of a truth few could ever carry. Before him, 100 angels hovered in silence, their staffs raised, wings trembling under the brilliance of his light. One of them, voice cracking between reverence and fear, whispered, "That energy, it's not human nor angelic. It's something beyond." Another leaned closer, staring at the strange glowing mark on Goku's forehead. "That symbol, it doesn't belong to our world. It's not divine, not sacred. What has he become?" The lead angel, one of the mightiest of their kind, stepped forward. His voice rolled like thunder across the void. "You've destroyed the realm of the void that our father created. You've broken the divine balance, mortal. For that, your existence ends here." But Goku did not flinch. Instead, he smiled, softly, calmly, with a certainty that pierced through their heavenly arrogance. "You talk about balance," he said, his tone steady as light itself. "But what you built isn't order, it's corruption hidden behind purity. I've seen your history. I've seen how your grand priest rose through blood, not light. You speak of justice but have forgotten mercy." He took a slow step forward, his aura flaring gold and white, wrapping around him like divine fire. "I once believed peace could save this universe. But now, I see it clearly. This world understands only judgment." The angels tensed. The lead one gripped his staff tighter. "Then let the end begin," he shouted, divine energy erupting from his weapon in a blinding surge. "The Grand Priest has granted me freedom to destroy you." But before the first blast struck, a flash cut through the sky. A voice cried out, trembling with emotion. "Stop!" The angels froze. Standing between them and Goku was Vados, her hand raised, her eyes burning with both fury and fear. "If you truly understood who he is, you wouldn't raise your weapons," she said. Her gaze fell upon the chain hanging from Goku's chest. A small pendant shimmered in the divine light. Her voice broke. That pendant, it can't be. That's our mother's." Every angel turned, disbelief spreading like wildfire. Silence fell. Vados' tears glimmered as she whispered, "When I was a child, she never took it off. She called it the symbol of the first light, the love that existed before Father, before the Order. And now, it hangs around Goku's neck." The lead angel's eyes hardened. "You speak of myths and forgotten tales, Vados. Step aside or you'll join him in annihilation." "I will not," she shouted, her wings trembling. "You've forgotten who you are, forgotten what she stood for." But her plea fell on deaf ears. The commander's staff blazed again, divine energy crackling like a storm about to devour all. Goku's voice sliced through the tension. "Stand back, Vados. I don't want you harmed because of me." She hesitated, but the tone in his words left no room for argument. She stepped aside, tears streaming down her face as he faced the host of angels once more. Then from the distant palace of the Grand Priest, a deep rumble shook reality. His voice echoed through all creation. "Vados, betraying us. I never imagined she'd fall so far. Goku, you've exceeded all limits, broken every calculation, so be it. I will release it now, even though its time has not come." Back in the battlefield above, the commander unleashed his attack, a wave of light so immense it swallowed all vision. For a moment nothing remained but brilliance. The angels stood certain that the mortal turned angel had perished. Then, as the radiance faded, every eye widened in disbelief. Goku stood untouched behind the commander, calm, unscathed, holding the angel's own staff in his hand. Gasps spread through the ranks. When did he move? How did he? Goku glanced down at the staff, then back at the trembling commander. You rely on these tools to feel powerful, he said coldly. But without them, you're nothing. With a soft motion, he crushed the staff into dust. The commander's scream echoed across eternity. How dare you defile a sacred relic? He lunged forward faster than thought, striking with celestial force. A blinding explosion erupted, shaking the sky apart. When the smoke cleared, Goku stood unmoved. The commander, however, was gone, erased completely. Even Goku seemed puzzled. I didn't attack, he thought. So what made him disintegrate? Then it appeared, a light deeper than light itself, splitting the realm into radiance and shadow. From within it, a being emerged, half luminous, half abyss. His voice was smooth, mocking, yet carried a weight that silenced even angels. Forgive me if I startled you, he said. I enjoy grand entrances. The angels recoiled in disgust. Goku stared, his instincts screaming something ancient. This being wasn't angelic nor demonic, something older, something wrong. I came for you alone, Goku, the stranger said, eyes gleaming. Confusion swept through the ranks. Goku frowned. You came for me? I don't even know who you are, the stranger smiled faintly. No sight, no principle. I exist for one purpose, to kill Goku, and in a blink he vanished. The heavens split with a blast of light as he collided with Goku, shaking entire dimensions. When the brightness faded, Goku was gone. The stranger smirked. The pleasure of this battle will be pure. I'll be waiting. From the palace, the Grand Priest's voice roared again. Finish him.
Make his downfall your top priority. Angels darted away to hunt Goku,
while the stranger stood still, smiling faintly, as if waiting for his own purpose to unfold. Moments later, chaos struck Earth. The gods of destruction, Champa, even Sidra Rumshi, gathered together, their destructive auras tearing at the skies. Gohan and his allies struggled to hold their ground, but even their courage trembled before divine wrath. Don't let them destroy it, Gohan shouted, his body battered yet unbroken. And then, everything changed. A radiant explosion erupted from the heavens. A light too holy to endure washed over the battlefield. Out of the glow stepped Goku, his golden instinct blazing like a sun reborn. Each step he took made the earth tremble. He carried Gohan's unconscious body in his arms, laying him down gently. A soft pulse of energy passed through his son, healing his wounds, reigniting his spirit. Father? Gohan whispered. Goku smiled warmly. I'm proud of you, my son. You've carried the light when I was gone. Chi-Chi's tears flowed freely. Krillin and Piccolo could only stare, awestruck by his divine presence. Little Pan tugged at his gi, her eyes fierce. They tried to destroy our planet, Grandpa. Goku chuckled softly, lifting her. Then tell me, Pan, who do you want me to destroy first? Don't leave a single one, she said with childlike resolve. He set her down gently and turned toward the gods of destruction. The danger you see is only a fragment, he said calmly. There's something greater behind all this. But for now, it's time to end your era. In an instant he vanished. The gods blinked, and suddenly Goku stood behind Ivan and Sidra, both frozen mid-attack. Your arrogance blinds you, he whispered, and with a single motion, a wave of divine light consumed them. Gone. Rumshi roared in defiance, charging forward, but Goku caught him by the trunk, lifting the massive god effortlessly. You were cruel to those I love, Goku said, his voice cold as eternity. Now learn what cruelty truly means. He hurled Rumshi skyward and erased him with a flick of his hand. The other gods trembled. Even Champa, Beerus's own brother, began to shake. Goku's gaze locked on him, calm but merciless. I once protected your kind. I even defended Beerus. But mercy has no meaning in a world ruled by fear. Two flashes of light shot outward, obliterating Moscow and Iraq in an instant. Champa stumbled backward, eyes wide. Please, you wouldn't leave my sight, Goku said coldly, or vanish forever. My fight is not vengeance, it's justice. What I do now is for Vados. Tears streamed down Champa's face. He disappeared in a burst of divine retreat, leaving only silence behind. But peace was short-lived. A thunderous explosion tore across the heavens as ranks of angels descended once more. You again? Goku said, his voice dripping with exhaustion and resolve. Haven't you learned? Don't you wish to repent? The lead angel's tone was like iron. We are commanded. We do not disobey. They raised their staffs, channeling waves of celestial power. But instead of striking Goku, The energy lashed out at Champa. Screams echoed as confusion spread. Then the ground cracked. From within the explosion's smoke, a new creature emerged, a monstrous fusion of all the destroyed gods of destruction. Their souls had been merged, twisted into one abomination under the Grand Priest's control. The entity's roar shattered mountains and space itself. Goku's friends gasped, watching from orbit as he stood alone before it. One of the angels sneered. The destroyer's souls were not lost. They've been reborn as one. Let's see if even you can erase this, Goku. Goku's golden aura flickered, brighter than ever. He looked up at the writhing fusion of hatred and power. You've defiled this world enough, he said. You've turned gods into weapons and love into chains. But I swear, it ends here, high above. The mysterious stranger watched, his half-shadowed face smiling faintly. I'm waiting for you too, Goku, he murmured. The real battle hasn't even begun. Back on the battlefield, Goku raised his hand, his aura expanding until it enveloped the horizon. Every soul, angel, god, mortal felt its weight. The air quivered as he whispered, This power isn't mine alone. It's the echo of everyone who still believes in light. When the dust cleared, Goku stood alone again, his aura dimming, the battlefield silent. Krillin, Piccolo, and Gohan approached cautiously, their eyes wide with awe and fear. Goku, Krillin whispered, was that the end? Goku looked toward the endless horizon. No, he said quietly. That was only a beginning. His aura flared one last time, wrapping Earth in warmth and light. Mountains gleamed, oceans glowed. The gods who remained bowed their heads, feeling a force older than any divine law, something pure, human, and eternal. Goku closed his eyes. For every soul that still hopes, he whispered, this is our dawn. And with that, the light of Golden Instinct 3 rose into the heavens once more, signaling not the end of the destroyers, but the birth of something far greater.